Hey there, study fans. Welcome to Chess Beauty 87, is it now? I believe it is. When we last left you, we had this position in front of us, and this is white to play and win. So have a go at it, and we'll discuss the solution in a minute. Okay, I'm assuming you had a chance to look at this. White to play and win. It looks a bit dodgy. Black has a pawn on the 7th rank ready to queen. Furthermore, he's got two more passed pawns on the queen side. And white has an advanced pawn, but his king is in front of it. The winning solution is not that easy to find, although I think that the first move is pretty obvious. White's really, his only chance in this position is to try and queen the d pawn. So king to c8 is a good first try. And now, of course, black queens. And now d7. So white has got a serious threat here, but black has a check. Queen to c1. King to b7 is the best move. Now, black has no more checks, but he must stop this pawn. And the only way to do that is queen to e3. And now h4. This is a little mysterious, but this becomes clearer a little later in the study. h4 is the winning move. Queen to e8. There's no other way to stop the pawn, but it would seem that this would be sufficient, because after d takes e8, queen, king takes e8, that black again has a what seems to be an easily winning position. Now, if you didn't try to solve the position before now and you're just along for the ride, I urge you to stop and take a look at white's possibilities here to see if you can find the winning move, because it's a corker, I must admit. In fact, this move is one of my favorite moves that I've seen in any of the studies that we've done. Okay, so if you didn't find it, well, perhaps you tried king to c7, king to f8. The idea behind king to f8 is black is anticipating that white will get this past d pawn, perhaps e4, d takes e4, d5, e3, d6, e2, d7, queens, queens, check, queen to e8, queen to d6, king to g8, queen to f4, but just b4, because queen to h6 doesn't work after queen to e5, check. And after king to b7, queen takes f6, and there's no more mating threat, and the two passed pawns will decide for black. If that was your try, I'm afraid it doesn't quite work. So let's go back to the position after king to e8. Could try an immediate e4 that largely fails for the same reason. No, the winning move is the rather shocking h5. Now, before this move was made, black had two passed pawns, white had none. Now he gets an extra passed pawn, but this proves to be winning for white. Unbelievable, actually. So instead of g takes h5 in this position, which is the logical move, he could try again king to f8, trying to get out of a possible mating net. e4, b4, e takes d4, d5, b3, d6, king to g8, d7, king to h7, d8 equals queen, g takes h5, queen to d5, king to g6, and queen takes b3, and this is just easily winning for white. The only move for black after h5 is to take the pawn. And now, another semi-mysterious move from white, difficult to find. The king to c7 is the only winning try. I won't bore you with all the variations, but you can rest assured I've tested these variations with Ribka, and king to c7 is the only move. King to f8. Well, he could try a4. Seems like a logical try. Just get those doggies rolling. e4, d takes e4, d5, a3, d6, king to f8, d7, king to g8, but then we win. So after king to c7, the only move is king to f8, trying to get out of that mating net ahead of time. And now, well, this one you probably can guess by now, e4. And now, despite black having 3 passed pawns to none at the moment for white, the game is lost, even when we give black a 4th passed pawn. Again, a4 is insufficient. a4, e takes d5, a3, d6, a2, d7, king to g8, queen, king to h7, queen to d5, black queens, but unfortunately is not in time. Queen takes f7, check, king to h8, queen to g7, mate. So again, after e4, black's only chance to hang on is d takes e4. Now he's got those 4 passed pawns. White has 1. In fact, black's passed pawn is closer to queening than white. So why is this a win? Well, because of d5, e3, d6, e2, d7. Now the black queen is first, but the crucial difference is that when white queens, it is with check. So queen to e8 is the only move. Queen to d6, check. King to g8. And now the point behind 6h5 is revealed. That move drew the g pawn away from g6 and allowed this check. Queen to g3, check. King to h7. Queen to g7, mate. Very, very ingenious. And this is another one from our young friend Segei Didukh. This is from 2005. And perhaps we'll find some more of his studies. Hope you enjoyed this one. Let's look ahead to our next position. We will return briefly to the world of problems. And this is a famous problem. Perhaps you haven't seen it before, but it's white to mate in 5 moves. All right. Well, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next Chess Beauty.